Farnoosh. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Of course, with tax season upon us, how can we take the stress out of preparing our taxes?
Well, Candace, I've since partnered with Office Depot, your one-stop destination for all your tax needs, to really give Americans some much-needed tax prep advice. Not just, where to file, how to file, but, a lot of the tools and resources that can help us de-stress this time of year because it can be overwhelming. So to your point, my first tip is to not go it alone. If you feel overwhelmed, as many of us do, if you feel like you might make some errors, as many of us do, invest in some good software to give you a step-by-step guide to filing your taxes, like TurboTax. So not only will this help you maximize your return to make sure you're getting all the good credits and deductions you deserve, but it can actually take it to the next level and have you file your taxes online safely rather than doing it through the mail, pen and paper, and then having to wait longer for that refund check if you're getting one. So while we're talking about software too, a great way to prepare for next year's taxes is to invest, if you're a small business owner, in QuickBooks, or as an individual, Quicken, which can help you calculate and store your income and your expenses so that when you're going next year to do your taxes and you're wondering, gosh, how much should I pay for mileage if you're a small business owner, or how much did my new laptop cost? Because those are good deductions you want to account for. It's all in one place and no hassle. And again, don't go it alone. If you need help, help is out there.
And do you have any suggestions for staying organized when preparing our tax materials?
Yes, so organization is key all year long, but especially around tax season. And not just any organization, I like to keep it colorful and fun. And here I've got a lovely display from the C. Jane Work collection where you can see there's lots of bright colors being utilized with the accordion file folders, the traditional file folders, the mail folders. You want to make sure that your paper documents are in a safe place, but they're also in an attractive place. And if you have a money zone in your home, a small space where you're managing your paperwork, keep it personal. You'll be more enthused to then go there and do your taxes. You also want to stay safe this tax season, which means shredding the documents that you no longer need, to have as a backup, whether that's a monthly bank statement or a monthly credit card statement. These papers do have sensitive information, whether that's your home address, in some cases a social security number. You can't afford to keep those lying around, so you want to shred them. And not just any shredder. You want a cross-cut shredder that cuts in two directions. For example, here we've got the Ativa cross-cut shredder. Really important so that if an identity thief should go into your mail and start snooping around looking for sensitive information, they're not going to be able to patch it together with a cross-cut shredded piece of paper. So you want to get the help you need, stay organized colorfully, and shred the documents that you no longer need.
And how do you know when it's time to throw things away?
Good question. So I have a 1-3-6 rule. So for all this sort of monthly statements that you get from your bank, from your creditors, once you get the annual statement from those companies, you can then shred the monthly statements. You don't need those anymore. Then, for all the documentation that supports your tax paperwork, whether that's 1099s, bank statements, annual bank statements, you want to keep those for 3 years because that's the window during which the IRS can then go back and perhaps conduct an audit. However, if you're, say, a freelancer or a small business owner and you suspect, underreported income in the last couple of years or the last few years, in that case, the IRS can go back as far as 6 years to look at your taxes. So in that case, I would say you want to maybe be more protected with a 6-year backlog of paperwork. But, if you're getting your monthly cell phone bill, hopefully you can migrate online and just do it online electronically. But if you're still getting the paper statements, once you get the annual statement, you can shred those monthly ones. And again, a cross-cut shredder is what you're looking for.
And do you have any additional tips or information you'd like to share with us?
Well, we've gone through a lot, and rather than overwhelming viewers, I think the best resource now is to just go to officedepot.com/tax, where you can look at all these products. And also, if you want more advice, you can go to my website, my blog, which is Farnoosh farnooshtv. You can sign up for the newsletter and get some updates. But every day we're refreshing the blog with new information, and all of the tips I mentioned today are live on the site right now.
Well, thank you so much, Farnoosh. I truly appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good luck to you and all of your followers.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.